Hi, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be working on science and more specifically a strategy for understanding science after we complete our lab experiments or projects or activities so that we can make a claim on what we know could be happening before we do the activity and then collect reasons and evidence and then come up with our own response. What do we think was the science behind it? Scientists do this all the time, and they don't ever have the answers, the real answers to their questions as they're doing things. So this is a great opportunity for us as classroom scientists to really stop and give ourselves permission to make mistakes and not have correct answers. However, the really great thing, even if we don't have a correct answer in our claim, evidence, and reasoning paragraphs, is that because we're really thinking deeply, we're lighting up those different parts of our brains and we're making connections and we're actually learning at a deeper level than if we just if we already knew the answers to begin with. So I invite you as you go through this video and start to use claim, evidence, reasoning for your science, that you really remember that I want you to take risks and I want you to make mistakes and I want you to just try your very best, because in the real world, the scientists don't have all the answers as well. So come on, let's learn how to do claim, evidence, reasoning. So here I am. I'm in the physical school, which right now, because of the COVID-19 shelter in place here in California, we're actually doing virtual school, not physical school. But these are some posters that I will put into Google Classroom for you students to refer to. Claim, evidence, and reasoning. That's what we're learning about. So each of these gives us a definition of what it is and then some sentence frames. And don't worry if you don't have this perfect right now, because as the video continues on, I'm going to be giving you additional information on how to use this in your own writing. A claim is basically a statement. It's an answer to a question, and scientists always ask themselves questions, but it's in some certain language frames. So you would use two sentences. The first sentence would be, I know that, ... and my claim is, ... Okay. Evidence is all the scientific data that supports your claim. And we have a few different language frames that we use that. There's three, in fact. The first one is, my first piece of evidence is, ... also, ... my final piece of evidence. And scientists, their data, their evidence is going to go back directly with their claim, which connects to an original question. So it's all about the same topic. And then reasoning is often the most challenging thing. It's the explanation. It's the connections that you are making in your brain that helps you to understand that your claim and your evidence are going together, and it's supporting, it's answering, it's really why it all makes sense. And it's just one sentence. This all makes sense because. Well, I'm going to show you next how to do these 3 steps with one of our assignments that we'll be working on in science this year. So this is the recording paper as it would look when you open it up from Google Classroom. So it has all the 3 different sections in there. It has a claim, it has evidence, and it has reasoning. And it has the sentence frames for all of them. I know, ... my claim is, ... The evidence, my first piece of evidence is, ... also, ... my final piece of evidence is, ... And then the reasoning. This all makes sense because, ... And next time I, ... So to model this, I'm going to be talking about one of our mystery science activities of how do animals see in the dark? Watch as I go through all the different steps of claim, evidence, reasoning. The thing I need to do as I start my document is I need to put my name on the top of my document. So I'm just going to put my name, Ms. Hostetler, and then the question, which is, I've already given it to you, it's how do some animals see in the dark? So I just kind of copy that from my mystery science page right into the question. And each mystery science has a different question, like what do blind people see? How do some animals see in the dark? And there's other questions as well. The claim, as I mentioned earlier, is answering that question. How do some animals see in the dark? And I can actually start my claim sentences before I even watch the video. So I can just start putting things that I know and what is my claim. So I'm going to make sure I delete the 3 dots. Those are called ellipses. I'm going to delete those so I can then finish my sentence. So I know cats can see in the dark. That's something that I already know about how do some animals see in the dark. Maybe when you do yours, maybe you can put down some additional information about things that you know. The important thing is that you only really need one sentence. You don't need to continue on. So I know cats can see in the dark is an appropriate answer. So my claim is animals have special eyes that can see in the dark. And I'm just going to stop there because tomorrow, later today, I'm going to watch the Mystery Science video and I'm going to learn some more things about how do some animals see in the dark. And then I'm going to do my activity tomorrow. And then on the 3rd day, I'm going to come back to claim, evidence, reasoning, and I'm going to gather my evidence that I learned from the video.